Good morning and welcome to ASFL Morning Broadcast. I'm Andy Blalock.
And I am Mackenzie Friend.
We'd like to welcome our viewers to the ASFL Science and News Broadcast. Our mission for the semester is to give up-to-date news and science and other experiences at ASFL and around Huntsville.
Yes, we are very excited about the broadcast that will be available to ASFL. You can expect to see a new broadcast every 2 weeks and aired on Thursday morning in your homeroom class.
With that said, let's get right to the news beginning this semester at ASFL.
The 2016-2017 school year has played host to 2 student-faculty games already this year, resulting in the teachers winning the first game and the students winning the second. Let's go to reporter Michael Johnson with elementary PE coach Altman to get his take on the games.
Hi, I'm Michael Johnson at Science Broadcast at ASFL, and we're here with Coach A to ask him about the student-faculty game. So, Coach A, how do you like having student-faculty games?
I love it. It's an opportunity to, get together with students and have a little bit of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. How do you feel like the games add to the atmosphere at ASFL?
I think it gives a chance for students and faculty to interact, and in cases like myself, I get to play with junior high students that I don't get to see. So build a little bit of a relationship, so it adds to the school culture also with other students getting to come and watch, so it's fun for them as well.
So besides basketball games, what other games do you feel like we should have for student-faculty?
Well, of course, basketball is my favorite. I'm sure Mr. Blalock would say the same thing, but I think volleyball is always a lot of fun and gives other students who aren't interested in basketball, gives them a chance to compete on some level. So I think volleyball is good. Maybe at some point kickball. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe even wiffle ball or something like that.
Okay. So the students won against the teachers at the last game. What do you think happened there?
Putting me on the spot, huh? Well, I would say we took it easy on them. That's going to be my excuse. No, it was a great game. They came out on fire. I mean, they took a lead early and never looked back. They played really well.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Michael. We do look forward to other student-faculty games at ASFL, including volleyball and other sports. To talk about some of the additional sports that we may play in the student-faculty games, ASFL News reporter Xavier Ellison met with Coach Luttrell for his...
Coach Luttrell.
Yo.
What activities do you have in mind for ASFL's Field Day 2017?
Field Day 2017? I put a little bit of thought into it. I thought about doing some possible basketball tournaments, some pinball tournaments, and then also we could have some outside activities that would be in the gym, maybe some teacher versus student stuff in the gym. And then outside, I was thinking we could do possibly kickball. If possible, if we have the allotted amount of money, I would like to do some possible inflatables, do like a bouncy house, some of the racing stuff, some fun inflatables, and I think that would be some fun stuff we could do.
What do you have in mind for ASFL's student-teacher basketball games in 2017?
For the future?
Yeah.
I would like to keep it going. I think it's really fun. I like the basketball games, but I would like to also do other sports as well. I think it would be cool to incorporate possible football, do some pinball, maybe even kickball, and we could do it even based on your homeroom or something like that, grade level, and then so incorporate a little bit more of that into it.
Well, it is well known that ASFL has a history of high achievement in our extracurricular activities, such as Future City and Chem Troop. Ms. Traylor, design teacher at ASFL, has led Future City to not only state champions, but national top 5 and most recent 2016 national champions. Brianna White recently met with Ms. Traylor to discuss the past, present, and future of Future City and what she expects to see as the Future City team travels to Washington, D.C.
So, Ms. Taylor, How long did it take for you guys to build?
Well, it took about 3 to 4 months, and the students probably put 60 to 75 hours in the model by itself. Plus, they had to create a 1,500 word narrative describing their future city. This year, the topic is public spaces.
How long did it take to practice?
You mean like the presentations? Well, they as soon as they got the script written, they started practicing presenting to the group members, and then we set up a schedule so they could present to different classes in the school. So on those 2 days, they presented 18 times, but total they probably practiced the presentation about 30 times.
What do you think? What do you think ASFL would be like without Future City?
I think they'd be losing a lot because, as you can see, the students learn a lot about technology. They learn how to improve their presentation skills. They learn how to use teamwork to solve a problem. And it's just a good all-round competition.
Now back to you guys at the...
Mrs. Traylor also leads the chemistry troop, which travels to different schools in Hustle City to demonstrate chemical experiments and recruit students to ASFL. ASFL reporter Gatlin Bryant met with chemistry troop member Ashlyn Curry to discuss her role and experience with chemistry troop.
Thank you. We're here with Ashlyn Curry, a member of Chem Troop. So we have some questions for you, Ashlyn. First question, why did you join Chem Troop?
I joined chemistry troop because when they came to my school, they performed all these amazing chemistry tricks, and I wanted to learn how to perform them too.
Thank you. Second question, what do you do in Chem Troop?
During Magnet Month, we go around to different schools and we perform chemistry tricks so that they will want to come to our school.
Third question, what kind of safety precautions do y'all have?
We wear goggles so that the chemicals don't get in our eyes, and then we wear lab coats and stand far away from the explosions.
Thank you. Last question, how would you describe your experience?
My experience has been really good in chemistry troop. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Gatlin. Well, ASFL has seen many changes to the 2016-2017 school year. Among those is having middle school move into a new building adjoining the original ASFL. This has created more space for middle school, including a gym for grades 6 through 8, an auditorium visual room, and our own cafeteria. In addition, we have had the pleasure of having some new teachers join the faculty. Let's go to ASFL News reporters to interview Ms. Braund, a new teacher at ASFL, and Mrs. Hales, an 11-year veteran.
So, Ms. Braun, how do you feel about the 8th graders leaving this year?
You know, it's actually going to have some mixed feelings for me because I'm excited for the 8th graders as I get to see them kind of branch out their own as they're going to go to different schools and kind of reach their potential in just different ways. But it'll be sad too because I've had a chance to build just different relationships with them and kind of see them grow throughout the year. To see them just learn more and more. So yeah, it'll just be a lot of mixed feelings, but I'm excited for them.
So you're saying that, do you feel like we're ready for high school?
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to say that every single one of you is ready, but you know, as a whole, yes, I definitely think you guys are ready. And you know, you're asking me this in January, so let's just say by May, yeah, you should all be ready by May.
I know we have this big exam for algebra. How does that feel?
Well, let's just say it's a good thing we have a few more months and that all of you better work really hard.
I'm Ariana and I'm here with Ms. Hales. So Ms. Hales, how do you feel about the new hallways and the room in the new building?
I like my new classroom and I really enjoy the room. It's wider. I've got new desks in there. I truly enjoy the hallway because it's much quieter and wider. I appreciate having 7th and 8th graders together with their age group and working together, and it's a much more workable and quieter hallway. about the building itself, I haven't had any complaints. I enjoy the new hallway that Mrs. Greer has gotten put in, so the students can walk in just for dismissal. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints. Other than rather it be brand new for the facility, have brand new things for the students. But we work with what we got. So,
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Wow, so a lot really has changed at ASFL, hasn't it, Mackenzie?
It has. I've enjoyed the new hallways and the space and the locker rooms. I've enjoyed all of the new additions that ASFL has.
Oh, me too. I really like the wider hallways. We've implemented PBIS and the rock behaviors this year. And I think it's really worked out having this new space. We don't have near the issues with behavior. Students are more independent and they can go to the restrooms when they need to. And having that new gym has really made way to having additional student-faculty games. So I'm looking forward to see what the rest of the year holds. Yes, well, Mackenzie, I know that we've talked to a lot of middle school teachers about their experience at ASFL, but recently you and Ayanna Grayson actually spoke with Miss White, the IB PYP coordinator over elementary, to get her take on the past, present, and the future at ASFL. So let's see what she had to say when you and Ayanna met up with her.
How has ASFL changed over the years?
Oh, wow. There have been a lot of changes at ASFL. A lot of faculty members have changed. We have a lot of different students that attend our school now. We have been lucky enough to add Mandarin to our school this year for the 4th and 5th grade students. Other than that, I don't think much has changed.
Thank you. How did computers affect the learning style?
Me personally, I don't like them. I'm just going to be honest. I teach reading, and we read. We don't play on our computers. I think there are good things about computers, but for myself and my class, I prefer not to use them.
Is ASFL the best it can be?
I think there's always room for growth. I think we can always work to improve ourselves. There are always little things we can do to make it better.
How could we?
Well, I would love it if we could get textbooks back and didn't have to rely on the computers as much. Would you agree? Would you prefer textbooks?
Yes.
Yes. I would also like to see some updates in the building as far as just function of the building, you know, sprucing up the courtyards and things like that. It's an old building, but it's a sturdy building. Make it nice again.
What do you think ASFL will be like in the next 2 years?
Hopefully in a brand new building. That's what I hope. I hope that they see that in order for our program to grow, that we need a state-of-the-art science lab, that we need state-of-the-art language classrooms, and that we can move into a brand new building.
Thank you, Ms. White, for meeting up with us. Ayanna and I really enjoyed your interview. Well, solo and ensemble will be coming up at the end of the semester. Mr. Jonathan Snodgrass, choral teacher at ASFL, has a great record of producing quality vocalists and musicians for this event. Recently, Madison Stovall met with Mr. Snodgrass to ask some questions about this year's solo and ensemble.
Hello, I'm Madison Stovall, and I'm here today with Mr. Jonathan Snodgrass talking about solo and ensemble competitions. Hello, Mrs. Snodgrass. Thank you for doing this interview with us today.
Well, thank you for asking me.
You're welcome. Okay, so the first question is, what types of songs will your students be singing at the solo and ensemble competitions?
Okay, at solo and ensemble competition, the students will be singing spirituals, art songs, and songs maybe from different time periods.
Do any people in particular stand out for you for the solo and ensemble competition based on previous events that has happened?
Well, Celeste Joy stands out. She attended a solo and ensemble competition on last year, and she got an excellent rating. And this year we're adding Madison Stovall to the list. Madison has a very beautiful voice, and we want to make sure that she goes and participates this year.
Okay. For the solo and ensemble competition, what pitches or voices are they going to be singing?
Okay, Celeste Joy will be singing the medium high voice, and then Madison Stovall will be singing the medium low voice.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
If I should stay
Sing it.
Go
I
on.
can't sing now.
I would only be the way. Oh, okay. So good luck to Mr. Snodgrass at the solo and ensemble. I didn't even know that was rolling. I love science, and I've taught at ASFL for 10 years now. But the field trips are truly the great experiences that give the students a hand-on experience to learn in the environment. Recently this year, I traveled with 5th grade and Miss Weaver to Dolphin Island to learn about aquatic life and ecology. Let's go to ASFL news reporters who met up with Miss Weaver to get her experience at Dolphin Island.
What did you learn when you went to Dolphin Island?
Well, I just learned two things mainly. One was, it was my first time to dissect a squid, the first time I went, so I learned what the inside of a squid's all about, and I also learned that I do really love the beach.
Okay, overall, how do you think the kids' learning experience was?
Phenomenal. I mean, you guys know that anytime it's fun, it's easier to learn, right? So, if we're hands-on, we're at the beach, what could be better? Right?
If you could go back to Dolphin Island, what would you do first and why?
Well, I'd take some more kids because I believe that is a good learning opportunity. Anytime we're immersed in what we're trying to learn the beach, the ocean, salt flats, I think it's good for us.
That's good.
Wow, the trips at ASFL are never short of amazing. I love those times. We have been talking about changes that have occurred at ASFL. One of those is the new assistant principal, Mrs. Parker. We have recently enjoyed having Mrs. Parker at ASFL. We met up with Mrs. Parker to ask her about her feelings of ASFL being an IB school.
Hello, my name is Madison Stovall, and I'm here today with Desiree Kratz.
Today we will be interviewing Ms. Parker on how ASFL has a better school environment using IB traits.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning. I believe that ASFL has a better environment because first, the students want to be here. They apply to be here, and then with that being said, they also strive to exhibit the IB traits, demonstrating rock behavior. They go into the classrooms and they're using the traits as far as their learning environment. It's going to impact them as they go to high school because hopefully they'll go to an IB high school. And so it's really preparing them for the future, for higher ed. So when they go off to college, they receive all the foundation that they need. And so we're planting the seeds here at ASFL to assist the students and equip them with those necessary traits and qualities as they further their education.
We have really enjoyed Ms. Parker here at ASFL.
Yes, we have. She's been a great addition to the Academy for Science and Foreign Language. She's great with the students, and I've really enjoyed working for her as well. Miss Greer's been here. This is going on her, third, fourth year now? To talk with Miss Greer, Hector and Colby, ASFL news reporters, recently met up with her to get her take on ASFL and her future after she leaves education.
The principal of the Academy for Science and Foreign Language, and I'm Hector Hernandez, and this is Colby Polius, and we will be asking her some very important questions about the school and her.
So, Ms. Greer, what inspired you to be a school principal?
Well, when I first started teaching in the 90s, I've been teaching now 24 years, so that's how long I've been doing it. When I first started teaching, I decided I wanted to get my certification in administration because I was very interested in helping lead the school and help lead the entire school. So that's how I got into that. And I originally taught in Montgomery and then also in Madison, and then I came to Huntsville City as an assistant principal.
Thank you. Where do you see ASFL being with accomplishments in the future?
Well, I see ASFL moving into the technology age even more so as we move along, and that we would be the premier science academy for the state and the nation. So I see us adding more and more electives. You know, we added quite a few electives this year with middle school. We're going to be adding some different ones for next year, and so I see us being the star school for that area.
For Huntsville?
Mm-hmm. Oh, in the state too. Yeah.
Thank you.
When do you see yourself retiring?
Well, that's a very good question because I don't really foresee myself ever just sitting at home not doing anything because that's not really my personality. So I probably will work as long as I can here, and then at some point, even if I retire from Huntsville City, I might do something else related to education and still be helping others.
Okay. When you do retire, what would you like to do?
Well, I've thought about that. If it stays in education, I would like to help other schools and principals. But if it was something outside of education, like what would I do if I wasn't doing this? I think I'd like to sell houses.
Okay, so to get a lot of money, right?
Well, if I'm good at it, hopefully I would get a lot of money. Yes. I don't know, but I think I'd like to try that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Greer.
Thank you.
And Kobe for helping us here. Now we will go back to the ASFL News Anchor.
Well, we certainly hope that retirement is nowhere in the near future for Miss Greer. We really enjoy having you here at ASFL. But in the event that you do retire, I hope that I can buy a house from you, Miss Real Estate Agent. So, Mackenzie, this has been a great first broadcast. I've really enjoyed working with you and the other reporters.
I have as well. I believe that
Yeah, keep going.
I believe that our ASFL reporters have done a great job today, don't you?
I really do. I really do. I'm looking forward to future broadcasts. We're going to cover science in the school and other happenings around ASFL, and we'll even branch out in the city to see what engineers and chemical companies and other science companies have going on, because they are the future of the students that here at ASFL. We hope that we're paving the way for these students to go to high school, on to college, become engineers and scientists and doctors and lawyers, and that they might have a future in the companies that are currently here in Huntsville. Yes. So for more information and future news, please make sure to tune in to us every other week on Thursday morning for ASFL Morning News. I'm Andy Blalock.
And I'm Mackenzie Fred.
Thank you.